Eine Feindschaft, die in Flammen geschmiedet wurde. Oh oh. Das klingt teuflisch.
Okay, socio, watch and learn. The great Jackson Ortega will succeed where everyone else has failed. And by everyone else, I mean you.
I really hate you when you're like this.
By Madison's Ice Cream Shack. Gentlemen, if I wanted to hear a soap opera, I could do so from the comfort of my living room.
Don't worry, Alcaldesa. No one says no to Special Agent Jackson Ortega.
Jetzt kommt ein Nein.
You ladies stay right here and enjoy the show. Let me in, Private. I'm with the Bureau.
Negative. Only authorized personnel may enter the base.
Well, he did not say no, per se.
Authorized personnel? Do you have any idea who you are talking to, son?
With all due respect, sir, I don't give two shit.
Private Smith, come in. Over.
I think you might want to answer that, socio.
Private Smith, checking in. Over.
Let him in. Over.
You were authorized
Der ist
for
Bauchredner.
What did I tell you? Don't get comfy. I'll be back before you can say Jackson Ortega is the best FBI agent of all time.
Jackson Ortega is the best FBI agent of all time.
I know, right? Thanks for the reminder.
Just go, Jack.
Eine unnötige und unangenehm gründliche Leibesvisitation später. Oh je. Die ganze Nacht hat's gedauert.
Bueno. Something crazy happens in the New Mexican desert and John Hartman's involved. Why am I not surprised?
Jack, welcome. Haven't seen enough of you lately. How is the world's greatest FBI agent today?
Stupendous as always, but flattery will get you nowhere. Now, tell me, what the hell is going on here? Are you going rogue?
Rogue? The Eagle
ist da oben
himself
im Hubschrauber
authorized this, my friend.
What does Truman want you to do here?
Believe me, there's nothing to be concerned about. This is just a routine operation.
No soy idiota. I can already tell there's nothing routine under that giant tarp.
You should go now, Jack. Quit wasting taxpayer money and head back to D.C.
Sure, I'll go. And then I'll report you for suspicious behavior and lying to an FBI agent.
Lying to an FBI agent isn't a crime.
Well, it should be. Don't get up. I know where the goddamn exit is.
Wait, Jack, that's not...
Oh, what the hell is that thing? What are you doing to him? You got... Oh, Dios! Oh, this isn't right. I won't allow you to get away with this.
I really, truly wish you hadn't seen that, Jack. Waters! Morgan!
Wait! Oh, what are you doing? Let me go! Let me go right now! Do you know who I am? You'll pay for this!
I'm sorry, Jack, but I can't let you jeopardize this operation.
Damn you, Hartman! I said let me go! I am Jackson Ortega of the FBI, and I will not... No! No, get that thing away from...
Now hold still. This might hurt a little, but don't worry. You won't remember a thing. There. Looks like it's already taking effect. Release him. You can stand up, Agent Ortega. I have new orders for you.
Okay.
We must go, Amos. Who knows what havoc Betty might be wreaking with us out of town.
We'll deal with the collateral damage later. First, we need to... Jack! See? I told you it wouldn't take much longer. What are they doing down there?
Mellow greetings, fellow citizens. This base is merely a typical military outpost established by the government in an orderly fashion. There's nothing to arouse suspicion.
Do you think you are being funny, Agent Ortega? I did not wait all day to be told such bunk.
What a joker. Of course that's not all. Right, Jack?
Pardon me, Amos. I must have communicated ineffectively. I will make another attempt. This base is merely a typical military outpost established by the government in an orderly fashion. There's nothing to arouse suspicion. Now, since there's nothing for us to do here, the orderly next step is to return to town. Have a mellow evening.
Do his eyes look funny, or is it my imagination?
Jack, wait!
Wonderful. Tonight could not possibly get any worse. Oh, I see tonight has gotten much, much worse after all.
It's good to see you too, Eliza. How's life?
Spare me the small talk and tell me what the hell you are doing here.
Straight to the point. Some things never change. All I can tell you is that we have to install a device somewhere in your town tonight, and...
And, let me guess, you need my help obtaining a building permit. Well, it is a straightforward process, really. All you have to do is submit Form WD-28A on the first Monday of the month, signed in triplicate by the Grand High Council of Leprechauns.
Hilarious, Eliza. Do you really think I would fall for that trick again? Look, this device has to go in the absolute dead center of town. There's already something there, so they'll have to go.
Dead center of town? Wait! That's Max's Tiki Bar! Opening that bar was Max's lifelong dream.
Well, Max will just have to find a new dream then. Take this. You'll need it.
Napalm? You must be out of your mind.
The bar will come down, and it will come down tonight. If you don't want to take care of it yourself, we'll do it our way. And my men are less squeamish about what happens to civilians.
Damn you, John. You are a sick, twisted monster.
You have until midnight.
At least now, this night cannot get any worse.
Eliza? Sorry, but it looks like Jack took the car. We gotta walk back to town.
Ein sehr langer Spaziergang später. Er hat noch nichts gespielt jetzt. 20 Minuten lang nicht.
I can't believe Jack would just leave us like that.
Do not fret, Amos. Give me a line to Washington. I shall call Edgar and cash in that favor he owes me.
No dial tone. Ugh. Do you think Hartman
A complete disgrace of a human being, yes. But it is probably just another outage.
outage my sweet khaki-clad ass? This has government conspiracy written all over it.
Oh, Amos, not now. I beg of you. There must be something better for you to do than sit around making up stories.
At this hour? I guess just Mr. Hardy.
What needs to be done about him?
You know perfectly well that the man is innocent. We don't need him to play scapegoat anymore. Can I release him?
Drop the charges and let him out then. Is there anything else?
No. Although, it might be nice to hear, thank you, Amos, for being such a great sheriff.
Yes, I am sure it would. Good night, Amos.
Oh, das ist aber gemein, echt, ey. Er rettet ihr den Arsch. Und dann sowas.
It's a list of
Achso, hat man ja.
Yeah, what the hell was that slop you just served me? If I have to eat food from Mike's while I'm stuck here, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, that wasn't from Mike's. That's the transition food we feed new prisoners to prepare their systems for Mike's cooking.
Oh God, I think I'm gonna puke. Well, I hope I'm gonna puke.
Oh, das tut mir leid.
What am I gonna do now?
You could start by shutting up, trying to sleep here.
You can unjustly imprison me, but you can't keep me silent.
You're gonna be difficult, aren't you?
Okay. Oh, der Stelle ist jetzt hier.
collecting rocks now. Perhaps the ones in your head are getting lonely?
Na, 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 na. Hier scheint keiner zu sein.
Just imagine, we could set you up in a real furnished house.
Too much space, too much stuff. I like my closet. It's cozy, and I got a real short commute.
I admire your loyalty, Mr. Buckingham. However, I have something to offer you that I know you won't refuse. A brand new, shiny, enhanced broomstick.
I'm listening.
They call it the Widowmaker. It's the newest military-grade broomstick.
Oh, das ist
It
aber...
has every feature a man of your caliber would want. It even works underwater.
You should have started with that, Smarty Pants. Could have saved us some time. I accept nothing. My loyalty is to Mayor Barrett, no matter how many toys you dangle in front of me.
May I just ask, what about that woman inspires such loyalty in you? She orders you around like a dog and treats you horribly.
It certainly sounds like someone is jealous of my management skills.
Well, that explains the smell of brimstone in this office.
Oh, that's probably me. Sorry.
Good evening, Mayor Barrett.
Future former Mayor Hart, how dare you drop in unannounced and violate the sanctity of my office. And not only that, but you try to poach my right-hand minion. Left-hand minion.
Someone has to stop you, and that someone is going to be me. It's only a matter of time before everyone sees you for what you really are, and then... Sic Semper Tyrannosaurus!
Yeah, you tell her, sweet cheeks.
Wrong side, Joseph. Friendship and loyalty cannot be bought, Miss Hart. And even though Joseph is indeed free to do as he wishes, he would never work for the likes of you.
You know what, Mayor Barrett? You're right. It's Mr. Buckingham's life, and it's his choice.
Huh?
We'll let him decide who to work for. Come on, Mr. Buckingham. Break those shackles and choose for yourself. You know what's in your heart, don't you, boy?
Wie
Is he
Betty in
okay?
groß.
Joseph is far better behind the scenes. Put him on the spot and he freezes up. Luckily, I can answer for him. I find joy and value in the very nature of my work. Compensation only cheapens that.
It does?
Joseph, do not interrupt when I am speaking for you. I am very happy here, and so I must decline your offer.
God damn it! Why does this always happen? I offered Amos triple the average salary to move to Corona and be our sheriff, and he declined. I tried to convince your friend Maxwell to open his bar in my town, and he just laughed in my face. Even that idiot daughter of yours defends you, although I can't understand why she would bother. How? How? I don't understand why everyone is so loyal to you!
This is an absolutely shameful display, Miss Hart. I am embarrassed for you. It truly is unfortunate. You had so much potential.
What?
You have the charisma, intelligence, and ruthlessness that every good politician needs. But you made one terrible mistake.
What mistake?
You chose me as your first opponent. Ambitious, but foolish.
Why can't I ever beat you? Even when I have you dead to rights, why can't I win? You're just...
Always just a few steps ahead. I know.
Welp, I'm bored of all this squawking. And, I've got a memorial to attend at the high school. You two have fun. I'm out of here.
Now that he is gone, we can get down to the real matter at hand.
Wait, you mean you...
Directed the conversation in such a way as to make him get bored and leave? Why, yes, I did. What part of always a few steps ahead did you not understand?
But why?
Because family matters are better dealt with in private. Do you not agree, Layla Hartman?
You knew?
I will admit that I did not at first. You have changed greatly since the last time I saw you, little bunny.
I don't like being called that.
You used to love it.
Yeah, 20 years ago before you abandoned us. How could you do that? We were a family.
Look, your father and I always had our differences. We just had very disparate outlooks on life. Politics, social issues, whether to have stuffing or potatoes with dinner.
Yeah, I remember, but that's no reason you had to stop talking to me. I was just one town over. You couldn't have come and seen me sometime?
You have to understand, Layla. After I left your father, things were very difficult for a long time. And when I moved back here, I became extraordinarily busy.
With your stupid political career.
And with my offspring. She required so much special care and attention as a child. I barely had time to change clothes and brush my teeth between raising her and my career. I streamlined my wardrobe to nothing but scarlet pantsuits just to save a little time.
I hate that I can't argue with any of that. Still hurts like hell, though.
What have you been up to? I cannot imagine a bright young woman like yourself has spent the last 20 years in Corona.
No, Dad sent me to boarding school for the last few years of high school. And then I went to the University of Hawaii to study law.
That is my alma mater.
I remember, yeah. And when I lived there, I met my best friend, Jack. He owns a beach-themed bar in Helena, Montana now. After I left Hawaii, I worked for the governor of New Jersey for a few years.
By Jefferson's secret brood. You despise me so thoroughly, you almost became me.
Except scarlet is not my color. I look much better in crimson.
Okay.
Why did you choose to pursue
Wir sind doch beste
politics?
Freunde hier.
After you left, Dad took me to one of your speeches. I was mesmerized by how the crowd looked up to you, how much they loved you, and then I knew.
Oh, how sweet. You knew you wanted to be like...
I wanted to crush you, humiliate you in public, and take everything you've ever achieved away from you.
Perhaps I spoke too soon.
But in all that, it turns out I really enjoy politics. The verbal sparring, the speeches, the wheeling and dealing, oh, and the paperwork. Especially the paperwork.
How odd. I have never felt this feeling before. I am proud of someone other than myself. Why is your father here after all these years?
He is? Classic Dad. He only tells me what he thinks I need to know.
That man does not share much, does he?
I think it's just hard for him to handle how similar you and I are. I don't know if he hates it or if he's secretly proud.
Yes, if it were only possible to read that man's face. Tell me the truth, Layla. How much dirt do you have on me?
Well, what is dirt anyway? Isn't that in the eye of the beholder? What one person considers scandalous gossip, another might...
So, quite a lot, I take it.
Oh yeah, tons. Dad started compiling information about you over the years, and I read all of it. A few times.
By Harrison's gubernatorial failures, what is he planning to do with it?
I don't know. Sometimes he reads it and sighs to himself when he thinks I'm not looking.
You must have something a bit juicier than what you have already told me.
Well, I didn't want to have to bring this up, but the Eagle Sanctuary?
Yes, very unfortunate that we lost the funding to keep it open. It was a sad day, but that is hardly dirt.
Yes, very unfortunate how the place burned to the ground after you lost funding. That wad of cash you got from your insurance company must have been no consolation at all.
Oh, the money was nice, but knowing the Eagles flew away safely is comfort enough.
Flew away, huh? You know, Mike served a really tasty fried chicken special every day for a week after that. And it was so cheap, too. Only $1 for a huge bucket of chicken.
I played the fifth!
As do I. I cannot believe Michael had the right idea for once. How do you feel about pranks?
I think they're childish at best and destructive at worst.
I could not agree more.
I'd imagine not after what happened to that tour bus last week.
Yes, Pardon me, what?
You know, when Betty took down the road closed sign near the canyon? 30 European diplomats, their interpreters, and the bus driver, all gone.
What?
You'd better find her a lawyer. One that speaks at least 5 languages and has experience with clients on death row.
No one said... that girl! Oh no, not you too.
I said pranks were childish and destructive. But I never said I didn't like them.
Well, this conversation certainly has been enlightening. I realize now that I owe you an apology, Layla. I am truly sorry about the past, and I will not disappoint you again. I promise. Now, enough sentimentality. We both need to get back to work.
Back to work? What do you mean?
You see, with a few exceptions, members of my family have always held power in high places. What would you say if I offered you that opportunity?
Shouldn't Betty be first in line for that?
My offspring has many good qualities, but she does not have the temperament for politics. You, however, have the potential to be great. I would like to help you realize it.
You aren't messing with me, are you?
Consider your term in Corona a training exercise, and I will mentor you in everything else. With my help, you could one day be the governor of our fair state.
And then, someday, the president?
Not until I've finished my second term, dear. Now, why not spend next weekend here? We need time to get reacquainted. And to start planning our long-term strategy to establish a new political dynasty.
Oh, okay. That sounds nice. I'll come over next Friday night. Mom?
Mom? What's going on here?
Well, this is awkward. Should you tell her or should I?
Tell me what?
Offspring, I am your mother and would never want to say something that might upset you. So, Ms. Hartwell, see you at home. There we are. One more crisis averted. Now, where was I?
What the Hölle? Oh Gott, es hört nicht auf.
I knew all that nonsense made me forget something.
No, Joseph, you are not getting a widowmaker.
Ah, come on. Well, I'm here about something else anyway. Those homeless kids are starting to raise some concerns. Not to tell you what to do, but I'd sort that out before the election.
You are absolutely right, Joseph. I must admit, it is past time I find a way to help those poor children. I shall let Misters Cooper and DeLuca take...
Whoa!
Oops.
You really want those kids gone? Gone? I mean, there might be better ways to deal with them.
Joseph, you Nimrod. I meant for them to adopt the children.
Just like that? Hey, you ain't getting anything out of it?
Well, think about it, Joseph. If those kids make it to voting age...
Ah, you sly devil. I see what you're up to here. I'll get the papers ready right away.
Anything else?
No, well, maybe just one thing. It's just, Custodian Appreciation Day is coming up. And I did turn down that sweet offer from Ms. Hart, so...
All right, I will see what I can do about procuring a widowmaker for you.
Yippee! I mean, groovy.
Das waren 15 Minuten fast. Toll, aber wir sind nicht groß weitergekommen.
Leave the book alone. Nothing is going on.
Dann müssen wir wohl zur Tiki-Taka-Bar gehen. Wo waren die? Gehen wir hier entlang. Warte mal, sind die jetzt zu Hause? Aber ich komme, glaube ich, da nicht hin. Ne?
There is no rest.
Ja, wir kommen da nicht hin. Wie sieht's da aus? Das zu. Ah nee, hier ist Tiki-Taka.
Hello, Benjamin. You appear to be distressed. What happened?
Don't you play dumb with me. You know goddamn well and good what you did.
That chain is Linda's property, as you know very well. What do we call someone who takes someone else's property?
A commie. But that don't change the fact that my whole dang life's going wrong. I can't find my pet rock. DeLuca drank all my moonshine, and Miss Nancy left me for your boyfriend.
Wait. Miss Peterson did what?
Oh, so old stupid band knows something the fancy mayor doesn't, huh?
Benjamin, tell me exactly what you know about Lincoln and Miss Peterson, now.
Okay. Nancy and I had a date. When I got here, old hound dog Porter was already talking to her.
He must have hit his head harder than I thought. Perhaps I should give Stalin a call and have Miss Peterson called back home.
Who that? The mayor of Maine?
Sure, let's go with that. Now that we have cleared that up, you should probably call it a day. Go spend the night in your gas station, and I shall have all this cleared up by tomorrow.
Hell no! You political types always say tomorrow, but this has got to happen now! Either you get me back in my house tonight, or I stay here until Max runs dry!
I shall see what I can do.
Oh, this tastes like piss.
Welcome to the Kamehameha, your tropical vacation just around the corner.
Ich dachte, der ist abgestürzt.
Coming right up.
Oh, wird ja mal mehr, ja.
A fire alarm. It looks like turning this place into a ghost bar is going to be easier than I anticipated. Why does it not work?
Yeah, about that. We had to disable it after the last karaoke night. Let's just say things got a little too hot to handle.
Okay.
Hey everyone, are you Hey now, that bucket's not a charity. If you want one, you'll have to pony up some cash.
Taking them? How about burning them instead? Black Dragon Hot Sauce. Despite popular belief, the blood of a black dragon is still red.
See, where I'm from, 24-hour interrogations are just routine.
Where were you from again, Miss P? Ellie! Oh, thank God you're here.
Oh, hello, Eliza, darling. I am so happy to see you. Sorry I've been so distant lately.
Distant? I just came out of a coma, for crying out loud.
Well, it seems the coma was no impediment to your having drinks with Ms. Peterson.
Why don't we all take a deep breath, calm down a bit, and let Mr. Porter finish his story?
I thought you would have left by now, Ms. Peterson. I am sure you have more than enough material for your article.
Actually, I was hoping Mr. Porter could get me onto the airfield. Just for a quick session of bird watching, of course.
Enough of this bird-watching twaddle. Listen carefully, Miss Petrova.
Petrova? I've heard that name in a briefing. Holy moly, that's you?
Yes, and what you told me will make a very interesting addition to my report.
Don't push your luck, Miss Petrova.
Fine, fine. I'll go. But you have not seen the last of me.
Eine beträchtliche Menge russische Beleidigung später, okay.
I still can't believe... How are you feeling? You do seem mostly fine, besides a few bruises.
And the broken ribs. Hurts like hell, but I'm alright.
Now that we are alone, care to tell me what actually happened up there?
Everything happened so fast. By the time that thing showed up on the radar, it was too late to react. Next thing I know, I'm in the gorge, surrounded by wreckage and lucky to be alive. After a few blackouts, I started seeing lights and heard a chopper.
Der war gar nicht
All I
tot.
remember after that is 2 medics rushing towards me.
You must have been in terrible shape. No wonder they induced a coma.
Pretty sure a coma doesn't warrant being handcuffed to the bed, Ellie.
What? Why would they have done that?
I'm guessing it was to make damn sure I wouldn't go anywhere, until they had the chance to question me. I was barely out of sedation before they carted me off to that base.
And then what happened at the base?
They brought me to an interrogation room and started asking the same questions over and over again. What do you remember? Do you know what you hit? Who else knew about the mission? Boxers or briefs?
So, what did you tell them?
The truth! That everything happened so fast, I didn't have time to see anything. That rat bastard Hartman told me I was a liability to national security. Can you believe that? After everything I've done for this country.
Never mind what that man said. What happened next?
Then these 2 grunts walked in with all these gizmos and a giant vat of fluorescent blue stuff. Whew. Something really twisted is going down at that base, Ellie. Thank God I managed to escape.
How did you escape?
Pure, dumb luck. Some FBI guy showed up and started demanding to inspect the base. He caused such a commotion that I managed to free myself and slip away without anyone noticing.
You must have escaped while Amos and I were waiting for Agent Ortega at the base.
Ellie, what the hell is going on?
I do not know, but I think whatever they were planning to do to you is what happened to Agent Ortega. Well, we may not fully know what we are dealing with, but at least things cannot possibly get worse.
Yeah, about that. Walter and I were not exactly doing a milk run the other night. We were transporting an A-bomb to Alamogordo.
Does Betty know about this bomb?
Is that really your biggest concern right now?
Have you met my offspring?
No, don't worry. The bomb isn't much of a threat at the moment. We always keep the plutonium core separate from the bombs in transit, so it's not armed. And one thing I do remember seeing is the core falling into the canyon right before we crashed. I also saw Dr. Dixon while I was sneaking out of the base.
You are telling me they have Dr. Dixon and an A-bomb in the same place? I do not like this situation one bit, Lincoln.
Okay, aber wir haben ja als Betty den Kern gefunden.
We must recover that bomb core before anyone else finds it. Did you see where it fell?
Hard to say exactly, but somewhere near the bridge to Corona. Maybe by the hiking trails?
You lay low tonight, and tomorrow I will help you get to the crossroads so you can recover the core.
So, think you can get me to your place without anyone spotting us?
It would be my pleasure. Well, he should sleep soundly after that. Now, back to the less enjoyable business of burning down the bar.
Okay, was hat sie gerade gemacht? Dass jetzt ganz tief und fest schläft. So, wir müssen so nach und nach alle Leute da rauskriegen.
Aloha! Welcome to the Kamehameha Tiki Bar, Wherever are you
Ja,
a
ja,
creature
genau,
of the
genau.
night? Do you like the taste? Then you've got to try the red rachsüchtiges. And when I say blunt,
Portia, a word? I suppose now is not a good time.
By the way, what's with your mom rehearsing her speeches naked in front of the mirror?
It builds confidence, of course. Would you care for a demonstration?
Mom, stop embarrassing me.
Hello, offspring. Are you enjoying your evening?
It's Betty to the likes of you.
I can see you are going to be difficult today.
Like you wouldn't believe.
Are you planning another prank?
Shame on you, Mom! Always thinking the worst of your own daughter and her friends.
If you are not planning any mischief, what are you girls talking about?
Don't worry, Portia. I won't tell her about tricking Max into setting the curtains on fire.
Oh, no, wait. I would actually like to hear about that little plan.
Well, we were gonna spray some gasoline on the curtains and ask Max to do his fire trick. See, if the bar catches fire, everyone will leave. Then we can have it all to ourselves.
You know what, offspring? I would honestly like to see that.
You do? No catch! Awesome!
Oh my god, Betty, there's always a catch with your mom. It must be a trap.
No, of course not. I only...
Trap!
Offspring, I would like you to accompany me on a little stroll.
So you can ground me again? No thanks. Besides, I haven't even done anything to be grounded for today.
So that project to turn one of Roscoe's grain silos into the other kind of silo...
How did you know? Portia's right. I'm not saying anything else without my lawyer present.
I am your lawyer. Look, leave now and I will pay for your drinks. And your friends' drinks. Deal?
they already put it on your tab, Eliza.
I do not have a tab.
Well, you have one now. And it's due on Friday.
Offspring, I demand you come clean about the origin of that coffin. Where did you get it?
I'm holding on to it for Mr. Cooper.
What?
Don't worry, it's only until... What did he say? Oh yeah, until the investigation ends and the heat is off, whatever that means.
I insist you tell me the truth about where you got that coffin.
The stork brought it.
Stop being silly. The stork brings babies, not coffins.
Well, obviously one of us is wrong.
Will you tell me the truth about the coffin now?
Lincoln brought it in. He said you left it at his house after your last date.
Come now, be honest. Where did you get that coffin from?
Mike threw it out last Tuesday. He said I should give it to you.
Tuesday? Wait. Michael serves the mystery meat special on Wednesday, does he not? Offspring, I will only ask this one more time. Where did you get that coffin?
Fine. It begins with Betty Anderson, a plucky teenager, as she travels home after a wild night
Bitte
of...
nicht.
After a wild night of book club, when a weird old man with pale skin and a long white mustache invited her over for dinner.
Please do not tell me you let a stranger lure you into his home for dinner.
Of course not! What kind of idiot do you take me for? I only went because he told me his castle was full of shinies. Anyway, it turned out to be a real snooze. Not one shiny thing in sight, except for the guy's creepy red eyes.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, and that's not even the worst part. He just wouldn't shut up about you, of all people. Something about you and Bucky almost killing him a few years ago. He went on and on until sunrise. Eliza this, Bucky that. Meh.
Anyway, I got pretty sick of sitting in the dark, so I pulled the curtains open to let some sunlight in, and when I turned around, he was gone. Just a pile of dust in his chair. I looked all over and couldn't find him, so I left. But I did find a cool souvenir.
The coffin.
Yep.
One last thing, Offspring. Could you close your eyes and show me your neck?
Hey! No stakings in my bar. Vampiric curse or otherwise.
Okay.
We will talk later, Offspring.
Beat it, Mom.
Thank you! Thank you! Now for my...
The perfect drink for snow vampires. Goodbye, sobriety and dignity. I'll remember you all in therapy. Pairing suggestion, holographic meatloaf.
Achso, warte mal. Wir reden mal fertig hier. Mother.
Offspring, you know I would not ask you to leave the bar without reason. Just come and speak with me a moment and...
Hold on a sec, Betty. She wants something from you. Let's use this to our advantage. Okay, Betty, this is your chance. Just like we practiced.
Miss Barrett, I am unable to cooperate with your request until I know what's in it for me.
What do you want, Offspring? A twonky?
Wow, a whole twonky? I mean, a twonky would be nice, but I think you can do better.
How do you want to handle it? The quick and easy route would be to offer her something. Of course, we could try to sway her by having a personal conversation. But you know how I despise those.
Also machen wir das.
I am willing to answer some difficult personal questions in exchange for your departure.
Oh, really? Then maybe you could explain why you never call her by her actual name?
Oh, yeah. What's with that?
Von deinem Erzeuger.
Why do I not tell you about your progenitor instead?
So you can tell me some bogus story and make fun of me like everyone else does? Forget it.
What are you talking about? What stories?
Oh, I've got stories for days. Between that reporter lady, Roscoe, Amos, Father Jenkins, Bucky, Miss Dixon. Hell, not even the president will give me a straight answer.
Oh,
What was Amos's explanation?
He didn't answer. He just kept talking about chipmunks. Honestly, Mom, I think you need to give that man some vacation. He's kind of losing it.
I agree.
Yay! Vacation!
That Amos is losing it. That is all I agree with, however. Out of curiosity, what did Father Jenkins tell you?
He said there was no dad.
The what now?
According to him, I just spontaneously appeared during a stormy night after you all got drunk and decided to play around with that weird book you keep hidden in your office.
That would actually explain a lot. But sadly, it is not the case.
What exactly did that reporter tell you?
According to her, I'm actually a Russian sleeper agent waiting for my orders to bring glory to the motherland.
What orders?
This is a secret, but when I hear my code word, I'm supposed to hug you really tight and then self-destruct.
Do not worry. I would never let that happen.
Aw, I knew you would never let me explode.
Explode? Oh, yes, quite. For the sake of curiosity, what did Dr. Dixon say?
That my father was a pile of chemical waste shaped like a man who deserved nothing more than to rot in the deepest pits of hell.
Oh, well, I suppose that is not wrong, but... What was Joseph's take on the subject?
Said he wasn't too sure, 'cause apparently you were pretty popular back then. But his money is on a guy named Lucifer.
Preferable as that may have been, that is not the case. How do you even broach a topic like that with Roscoe?
See, I was asking him why broccoli was so freaking disgusting,
That's
and he
lecker.
told me this story about how I came from outer space.
So, you are an alien now?
According to Roscoe, I'm the last survivor from planet Brocon. My spacecraft crashed on his farm, where he and his wife found and adopted me. They raised me lovingly, but one day you came along and took me away.
Tell me you did not call President Truman just to ask about your father.
Yeah, kinda wish I hadn't. Absolute waste of time. He told me my dad was some guy named Torp Secret. Even I can tell that's a fake name.
Regardless of those tales, I am perfectly willing to tell you about him.
Uh-huh, sure. So who was it this time? A monkey? A coconut? Santa Claus?
Please listen to me. Your father is none of those things. He is...
Look, Mom, just forget about it, okay? I don't want to hear any more stupid stories.
Have I been a good mother to you, Betty?
Jeez, Mayor Barrett, what's wrong with you? You never talk to her like that. You dying or something?
Wait, are you?
What? No, I am not dying. I just wanted to...
Oh, thank God. I can't believe you would scare me like that. I thought you were...
You know what? Finish your drink, go home, and we will continue this conversation in the morning.
Oh, okay. Mom, I just want you to know, I want you to know something. But before I say it, I just want you to know that you don't have to say it back.
I love you too, offspring.
Another great song comes to an end. Now for my next hit, Flame On.
Max?
Das haben wir jetzt nicht gehört.
Whoa! What happened? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
No, much worse than that. I saw John.
That son of a... Let me just grab a couple of things and I'll beat the crap out of him.
Thank you, but unfortunately I must ask you to resist. For the time being, at least.
I can't believe it. What does that snake want from you after all this time?
Well,
Oh, no. Please don't tell me he found out about...
No, nothing like that. But it is really bad, Max. He wants to burn down your bar.
My bar? What did I ever do to him? You know what? A beating's too good for him. I'm gonna go out and get the biggest cactus I can find and cram it.
Max, please. I understand this sounds insane, but just listen. You have to let me do it, or something much worse will happen. You can rebuild after the fire. I will even help pay for it.
I can't believe this! I could snap his neck with 2 fingers, and this would all be over with. Who cares if Betty never meets her father?
He claims it is not personal, that he has orders to carry out. And he will never go against his orders. Not for anyone.
You know, this is the last goddamn straw. I have to wonder if this is even a friendship anymore. All you do is take. I've done a lot of crazy stuff because you wanted me to. But this is too much, Eliza. Even for you.
I know I have leaned on you for support time and time again over the years. And I know this is a lot to ask, but I have no choice. Hundreds of lives are at stake. Please, Max. I don't even know what he will do to us if I don't...
Stop talking. Let me think. Okay. I know you wouldn't ask for this without a really good reason. So if you can prove to me that you care as much about our relationship as I do, then I'll consider it. No promises.
Fine. Just tell me how, and I will prove it.
You just gotta answer 5 questions about me and our friendship. Should be pretty easy for my best friend, right? But there are no second chances, Eliza. If you get one wrong, our friendship is over.
All right. Ask away. I am quite confident I know everything about our friendship.
We'll see.
Oh.
Okay, what's been my lifelong dream?
Opening a tiki bar.
Yeah, exactly. And now you're asking me to reduce it to ashes.
Max, this is stupid. Can we not drop this little game? You know I consider you my dearest friend. And I'm in a hurry.
Well, I'm in no hurry to burn down my bar. So you're just gonna have to indulge me.
Next question. What were you wearing when we first met?
I was wearing a pantsuit, of course.
Correct. And on that note, why don't you just wear a
Hat sie
bathing suit in
gesagt,
the
sie
water?
trinkt nur das eine.
Maxwell, please. I have a reputation to uphold.
Well, I'm glad you got the question right. I guess. Anyway, let's move on. What was my service code name? Any true friend of mine knows that.
It was...
Oh. Ach Mist. Ich kann nicht speichern. Verdammt.
Little Coconut.
That wasn't my nickname. That was my dog's name. Oh, no. Why did you have to bring up Little Coconut? The best dog a man could ever ask for.
And he would have wanted us to stay friends, would he not?
No. Unlike you, Little Coconut was loyal and a true pal. Why did you have to remind me of him? Now I've lost both of my best friends. I can't even begin to tell you how disappointed I am. Not that you'd care, obviously.
I do care. I care more than anything. Please give me another chance, Maxwell. Just ask me something else. Anything else. I am sure I will get it right.
I don't want to hear it.
Uh-oh.
In fact, I don't want to hear anything from you ever again. You've used me and our friendship for the last time, Eliza. Leave me alone. Forever. I'll let you leave quietly instead of kicking you out. Last thing I'll ever do for you.
Okay, mal gucken, ob wir das fixen können. Wir haben es 41. Ach du Scheiße. Jetzt ein Dialog. Oh. Moment.